They themselves actually initiated it, and I was invited.
Thank you very much for organizing this every year so that we can try all these different beers. A lot of beers are experimental, but in a good way, they turn out very well. And I think everyone goes home very happy. Alright guys, we have Raymond here, who runs iBrew, and he's the organizer of iBrew Challenge for the past, what, 12 years? Yeah, it's a place where a lot of folks will do their home brew and come and kind of pit against everyone else. So Raymond, you've been organizing this for so many years. What is your observation for this year's inputs?
This year we have improved, and every year I like to think that we have learned something from the previous event. Like for example, this year we have a beer that's pouring out of 2 taps rather than 1.
Right.
So that the queue moves faster. Streamlining the technical side of the event is very important. It's about improving the whole experience of coming to iBrew Challenge.
What prompted you to start the iBrew Challenge 12 years ago?
Well, 12 years ago, there's only just 2 shops of homebrew shop.
Right.
And it was actually the customer themselves who requested that we should, have a side contest. They themselves actually initiated it, and I was invited. So from there, I supported them. I thought, hey, this is a very good idea. There, I saw that everybody needs a platform to showcase their hobby, and having a contest is very important, no matter what kind of hobby that you have. So that's how iBrew started, and over the years we keep growing. From the first event where we had less than 30 people to today, we have about 500 to 600 people. But of course, not every one of them is a home brewer. Most of them, I hope, are the friends of a home brewer, so that they can tell them what a nice hobby to have, and how they can make better beer. By being able to make home brewing is in a way, giving the craft beer a leg up, because you see a lot of home brewers became professional brewers.
Yep.
And in fact most of them that's how they started.
Do you think like the folks here will face some challenges brewing in Singapore, because it's like a tropical country and it's not temperate and all that?
I like to think that at least the homebrew shop is equipped enough to supply them with all the solutions, and also having done this for 14 years, we have a very healthy supply for people who want to do it the hard way. Everybody grow with time, and I hope in a few years to come everybody will be much better.
Potential homebrewers.
Yes, potential.
What would you tell them, like, take part in this kind of competition?
First of all, they have to like drinking. They have to appreciate beer, especially craft beer. A lot of people drink, but a lot of people don't brew. But if you are into the making of beer, it is something that is very rewarding, because it's going to take a while for the beer to come out, right? It's not something that is instantaneous. So you're going to wait like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the beer.
Patience.
Yeah, patience is number 1 key. Hopefully by then you remember what you put in the beer.
Raymond is always here in the shop, can give you some advice and tips. How many submissions you have this year?
117.
Record, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So, and it's across all styles.
We have actually 7 categories, so 2 categories has more than enough entry, and then we have to subdivide that category.
A lot of the home brewers, they have gone on to be like professional brewers.
Yes, some of them.
So it started off as a hobby, and then it progressed as something which they do it professionally.
They can take it professionally, or they can continue to hone in their craft. It's passion and
Yes.
love. And sometimes you don't want to commercialize it too much, then you lose that personal touch.
Very happy to be here. Thank you very much for organizing this every year so that we can try all these different beers. A lot of beers are experimental, but in a good way, they turn out very well. And I think everyone goes home very happy. Thank you.
Thanks,
so
Ray.
we'll be back next year. If you want to do homebrew, come to iBrew here in Clementi. Look for Raymond, or he's got staff, experienced staff here. So we'll see you next time in the next video in Drinking Out Loud. See ya.